the most crooked one. I saw shit in today, man. This is the most crooked courthouse out there. So yeah, most of the political hostages get prosecuted here in this building. Oh yeah. Hey, you know, first Valentine's Day as a part on J6er. This is beautiful, you know. It's first J6 as a first Valentine's Day as a part on J6er. So yeah, you know. We gotta stop the steal, you know. We're gonna stop the steal rally across the street. But yeah, you know, I'm so indicated, you know, my first Valentine's Day as a part on J6er. This never felt like, you know. But yeah, life goes on, you know, and life moves on, you know. So look at the guy Luigi Mangione. That dude fell into extremism, and that's it. He threw his life away. For what? Fighting the system. What system? And you're gonna spend the rest of your life in prison. So that's what you gotta see, you know. Like all these political ideologies, they're just useless. You know, you just gotta move on in life. I'm outside the most crooked and corrupt building in the whole entire United States. This crooked building imprisoned political hostages, trying to object presidential executive orders, trying to block executive orders by the commander-in-chief. This is the most crooked one. And I'll tell them in their faces, because this is, if we got free speech, it's my free speech to, you know, disagree with these people. So yeah, this is the most crooked one. So they can call me loser, they can call me anything, they can call me crazy, they can call me that. One thing they're not gonna call me is a liar. So, because I'm not a liar, that's one thing they cannot call me. So, because I just stood up for this community all this time. And all those grifters, Cynthia Hughes, all those grifters will be exposed as grifters, because that's what they are. They're not for the J6 community. They're there to grift. And this is coming from a J6er. So we're gonna expose them all, and we're gonna throw them to the IRS. They're gonna pay. They're gonna have to pay. Grifters will pay. So that's what's gonna happen to them. Other than that, we're just gonna celebrate Valentine's Day. So look, you know, you gotta celebrate Valentine's Day as a part on J6er, which is amazing. You know, your first Valentine's Day as a part on J6er. It's crazy, you know. I never imagined. So no wonder who's in charge of the media and the crooked news and the fake news and news. They trying to put stuff out there, you know, spread lies, basically, lying about people, personal lives and stuff. But yeah, you know, sometimes you just gotta move on, and that's it. Life goes on. So yeah, Judge Nichols, apparently he postponed his case for next month. Not next month, next week, next Friday. So we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going on today inside that building, that crooked building. So I'm gonna check what hearings they got today. If they got something important, I might go there. I might not go, you know, because I mean it's cold. So Am I gonna make my way to the jail because I'm gonna have to put money in someone's commissary? So help these people, you know. So hey, you know, all these grifters, all these people that really told they were for the J6 community. Did they ever donate it to you? Did they ever help you? Not really, because they're grifters, you know, and you gotta expose them for who they are, you know. So that's what you gotta do, you know. You just gotta fight the establishment. But I'm saying those people in a good way. So to expose them, to show that in reality they're not for the community. They're not because when it comes to the J6 community, they help in certain J6ers. You have to be a certain J6er to get help. So it's a whole shell show. It's a shell show, and I'm not the only one that's speaking out. Philip Anderson is speaking out. Gabriel Garcia, Gina Ryan, all these people already spoke out, you know, and they know, you know. Eric Clark, all these people already spoken and knew that people were grifting. They taking advantage of the J6. So basically they profiting of that protest. So yeah, you gotta sometimes you gotta make your way throughout and realize that, you know, people will never gonna be there for you. So, but like I said, after all this, you know, after being pardoned, you know, you take a look, you know, the guy Luigi Mangione, you know, like he fell into extremism, and now what? He threw his life away. He threw his life away over nothing, bro. Like, you know. So now you're gonna have to spend the rest of your life eating ramen noodles and bologna sandwiches. I mean, that's all you're gonna be eating for the rest of your life. And that's what happened to you, you know, when you fall into extremist ideas, you know. See, when it comes to political extremist ideas, when it comes to political violence, I don't promote those behaviors. I think that's wrong, you know. I think that's an unhealthy behavior, you know, when it comes to that. So, yeah, there's a lot to be fixed. So this building, this is the most crooked building out there. This is the most crooked and corrupt building that's in the whole United States. They prosecute from political hostages. They prosecute people on fabricated charges. They stop executive orders from the commander-in-chief. They stop the president from you know, assuming his laws and signing executive orders. So these people are committing treason, obstruction of justice, you know. So I believe that those judges, you know, those judges should be thrown in prison because you objecting President Trump order. You basically obstructing the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief, from doing his duties. So yeah, you should be stripped away from your credentials as judge and you be thrown in jail. That's what Donald Trump needs to do. You know, so with Kash Patel in office and the DOJ, now is different. Now we're watching the collapse of the left. The left is collapsing. So Donald Trump is good. All he needs to do is change one more legislation and stay in office for 15 more years. Change the whole constitution and get rid of elections. We don't need elections. We need leaders. We need someone who's gonna be in charge for 50 years. No, you're not gonna go there and just serve 4 years like fucking Sleepy Joe did. They didn't even serve 4 years. And he was president for what, 3.5 years? 3 years? And now he gets to get a pension. He gets protection for the rest of his life from Secret Service, and you get all these benefits. Because, so yeah, I don't believe in that, you know. Be like Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin has been in office for more than 60 years. I mean, that's an accomplishment. That's an accomplishment. That tells me that that's a man who can handle the job. And that's what Donald Trump needs to do right now. Because in reality, this is the biggest lie. This is the biggest lie that America sold to its people. This is the biggest lie that this country sold to these people, that we got free speech. We don't have free speech. We don't have a constitution. Your money gets taxed. The money that you make is not your money because you get taxed and taxed. You can be thrown in jail. I can be thrown in jail right now for speaking what I'm speaking. You know, I'm risking my freedom for speaking against these judges. You know, I might get arrested. So you don't live in a free country. You gotta like change that idea in your mind that you don't live in a free country. You know, so a house that you buy and you already pay 4 or 5 times. If you don't pay property taxes, the government comes and take it. The government have access to your bank account. They can go and garnish. Okay, so if the government has access to my bank account, what kind of constitution this is? what kind of constitutional republic this is. This is not a constitutional republic, you know. So United States is a plantation. So because of that, I believe that Donald Trump should step in and get rid of elections. We don't need elections. You need to remain in power for 15 years or until you feel healthy enough to do the job. And if you don't feel healthy, just give it to Elon Musk or give it to one of your sons, and then he'll be the next. So that's what I believe. I believe that Donald Trump should get rid of all those elections. The two-party system is BS. It should abolish, get rid of Democrats, and get rid of the Republican Party. Only have one party that's called America First Party, you know, the American Party, the party of the people, you know, and that party is going to be only based on America First policies. So that's what I believe. That's what Donald Trump should start doing, you know. I believe he's going to do it, but he won't do it right now. He's gonna do it before he leaves office. So, you know, I mean, if you have all these Marxists and these communists implementing laws, you know, for example, when we had these people teaching in schools LGBTQ plus, gender neutral, you know, all these degenerate ideas, when this became a law, you know, gay marriage, when this became a law, because there's presidents who sign executive orders and went against the Constitution. So when you see all this going on, it tells you that you don't have a constitution. There is no constitutional republic. They just the Constitution was hijacked in the 1960s by a group of people, and that same group of people is the same group of people that the taxpayer money funds every single year, billions and billions of dollars to funding all these nations. And what do you get in exchange? Nothing. So yeah, you gotta change the system. For example, USAA. We don't need USAA because USAA do not support Americans. It's not for us. It's not for our people. It's for other countries. You know. So why we have to pay for someone else's problems? Why we cannot take care of our own people? So yeah. So when Donald Trump goes and sign an executive order, these fucking crooks wanna go behind and say, oh no, we're gonna give an extension. An extension, what? You're obstructing justice. That's obstruction of justice. Because you're obstructing the commander-in-chief from executing his laws. So basically, you know, I don't think that Judge Nichols is gonna buy it. I think he's gonna go with Trump, and USAA needs to be dissolved and abolished. You know, just check this out. These people spend $115 million overseas in different countries to teach kids pronouns: he, hers, she, hers, he, him, to teach kids to identify as women, to identify as men, to change their genders. So he told me that we as payers gotta pay for that, but I as an American citizen gotta pay for my education. It doesn't make any sense. You know, you see how the system is crooked. So that's why Donald Trump is doing the right thing. You know, I think he's doing it, and he's going to accomplish a lot, you know. Now, the second thing that he must do, all those prosecutors who prosecute J6, just, I mean, like, if they lose their jobs, okay, just throw them in jail. Put them on trial. Those people need to go to jail. And all the journalists, all the media who defame the J6ers, need to pay. They need to be stripped of their credentials and be thrown in jail. That's what Donald Trump needs to do. If you really believe in a constitution and free speech, that's what Donald Trump must do, because that's the right thing to do, you know. Because you're going against private citizens. You're going against citizens of the United States. So if this is a free country, we have a constitution, why I have to go to jail for protesting election integrity? I thought that was the First Amendment we had. I thought we had a First Amendment. I thought we have free speech, freedom of assembly. No, we don't have that. So because we don't have that, yeah, just go and change the Constitution, you know, change everything and get rid of elections. Get rid of the two-party system, you know. We don't need a two-party system. The problem with the two-party system is that there's a lot of corruption, you know, and the two-party system doesn't work because the two-party system is every 4 years. So every 4 years is not going to give you enough time to a president to execute its orders. Look at Joe Biden. What the heck did he did in 3.5 years? He didn't even serve 4 years. And then he ruined the country. He ruined this nation. He gave us inflation. He gave money to Ukraine. He gave money to, he withdrew in Afghanistan. So he didn't accomplish nothing. He destroyed this nation. So now Trump needs to come back in and fix everything. So that's why every 4 election is useless. I think every 4 elections, I think we're failing when we have every four. They should get rid of every 4 year elections. We shouldn't have any of that. Trump needs to step in, change that constitution, that law, and stay in power for 15 years. That's at least 8. Stay 8 years, and try not like try to combine the Democrats and Republicans into one party system, and it'll be the party of the people. So that's what I believe, because the two-party system is the same bullcrap, it's the same stuff. So they agree that we should send money to other nations, that have nothing to do with the United States, because the justice of life said so. So yeah, I think we have a lot to work on, and that's it. But yeah, like this is the most crooked building out there. This building, it's full of corruption. They force imprisonment people, they make people suffer, and they even commit treason by obstructing the president of the United States from executing its laws, from executing justice. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep talking. I'm just gonna end the stream because I gotta get going. But yeah, I hope that Judge Nichols, like this clicks into his head, and he goes with Trump, and he, gets rid of this agency. So you're telling me that you work for an agency, right? You're a professional. You work for an agency, but my tax money has to pay for your utilities. My tax money has to pay for your flights. No, sorry. You got to pay for your own stuff. So yeah, USAA needs to be abolished, and that's it. And taken down. We shouldn't have that in the first place.